Welcome back. Next up on the stage, we have our our March 2nd Wednesday breakfast sponsor, and that, of course, is Waste Management, Inc. of Florida. And with me, I have Brett Olmsted, their commercial sales manager. Welcome, Brett. How are you doing?
Hey, Dave. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Well, you're welcome. Waste Management is always welcome. Your footprints are all over this community. We sure do appreciate all that you and your company does to make our place paradise, because, you know, mess up the waste management, things can get pretty ugly pretty quick.
That's right.
They?
You got to keep things clean.
Amen. Brett, tell us a little bit about yourself and your position at Waste Management.
Well, like you mentioned, I'm the commercial sales manager, so my focus is on our business customers. And that's pretty much from Pensacola all the way over to Tallahassee and part of Alabama, the Dothan area. Now, personally, grew up in this area. My wife and I graduated from Niceville High School.
Oh, cool.
Moved back a couple of years ago with our kids, and we're happy to be back.
Tell the folks a little bit about waste management and, in general, what waste management does, because it's actually a pretty amazing story, isn't it?
It really is. And you know, before I got involved with the company, had not really paid attention, but we're much more than a trash company.
Amen.
Now, Waste Management is the largest waste recycling and environmental services company in North America. We're a Fortune 500 company based out of Houston, Texas. We pick up over 66 million tons of solid waste a year and have over 20 million customers. But we're also a local company. Our office here in Fort Walton, we service Okaloosa and Walton County with commercial solid waste and recycling services.
Sure, and the story only starts when you pick it up, because there's a whole lot more that happens after that, isn't there? How long has Waste Management been servicing Niceville in the Gulf Coast area?
In this area since 1986, so over 25 years in the community.
And what type of services do you provide?
Well, like you said, it really is the whole gamut. It's everything from your residential trash and recycling pickup, my area, the commercial services, the dumpster services and the compactor services for the large producers of waste and recycling, and also construction and demolition material we pick up for contractors. But not only that, and I would really recommend people go to our website, www.wm.com, to see all the products and services we're offering, specifically on the recycling and environmental services end. Our lamp tracker product for recycling fluorescent bulbs, battery tracking, which are battery recycling through our battery tracker program, e-cycling to safely and environmentally take care of all the electronic products. So it really is astounding, all the products and services that we launch on a daily basis.
It's a far cry from the old pick it up and put it in a hole.
That's right.
Yeah, it gets processed so much after it gets taken away from the resident.
That's right.
That it's just amazing. And you're quite a large employer in the area too, aren't you?
We are. In this area, we employ over 150 individuals, and that's everybody from the drivers who drive the trucks, the men and women who drive our trucks or pick up your trash, to the mechanics and our office personnel. And then, of course, nationwide, we have over 40,000 employees. And
it's all transparent to most of your customers, but once something gets picked up from in front of my house, where does it go?
Well, it's a really interesting process. Everything goes in this area to a transfer station. It's either Okaloosa, if the Okaloosa County Transfer Station off of Hill Avenue in Fort Walton, or the Walton County Transfer Station. And a transfer station is just like it says. From there, the garbage is consolidated and transported to our Class 1 landfill, which is near Campbellton, Florida, and it's called Spring Hill. One of the great things about Spring Hill is it is a landfill gas to energy plant. So we siphon off the methane gas, which is a greenhouse gas, a natural byproduct of the waste breaking down, siphon it off, and we burn it to produce electricity for over 1,000 homes.
That's just amazing.
It's impressive.
It really is. It really is. What's the life of a landfill like Spring Hill?
Spring Hill, I believe, has over 50 years capacity still remaining. And another great facet of that landfill is it is certified by the Wildlife Habitat Council. So it is a certified wildlife habitat, the acreage around the landfill. And that's something very important to the company, that we take those areas and preserve them for the wildlife. And we do tours for schools or for community organizations. I'd recommend you go. It's really fascinating, if you can call a landfill fascinating. Yeah,
pretty, like I said, a long way from the old hole in the ground.
That's right.
Very long way. You offer recycling programs for the citizens of Okaloosa
We do.
County?
We have a single stream recycling program for residents of Okaloosa County and the city of Niceville.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. And you know, I have to say, having gone to the transfer station with some of my household stuff, they're pretty pretty strict about what goes where and which pile and who puts it and what's in it. And
you know, and it's very interesting. The single stream program is just like they say. You don't have to sort it. You put everything into one bin. So your plastics, you know, just like a plastic water bottle. You look on the bottom. If it's got 1 through 7, throw it all in the bin. Your paper, your cardboard, your junk mail, aluminum cans, tin cans. You put everything in the bin, and then it's sorted on the back end at the recycling facility.
Yeah. Instead of the 3 or 4 bins sitting out front and all that.
Try to make it easy.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think if you do that, you end up with more recyclable material, don't you?
That's the idea.
That's fantastic. What types of materials are considered single stream? You kind of mentioned the bottles.
Right. It really is everything. The plastic, 1 through 7, aluminum cans, tin cans, all your paper, and your cardboard. And then it all goes in. Glass bottles, yes. Good. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Fantastic. And what happens with those when Waste Management picks them up?
They also go to the transfer station, but to a separate part of the transfer station. And then again, they're baled, they're consolidated, and they're sent to a recycling facility, which the closest one in this area is Pensacola. And then there, it's sorted back out to its individual recycling streams, baled up, sold back on the commodities market, and goes back into recycled products. So
it actually turns it into a little profit center.
They put it right back into the supply chain. That's the idea.
Very cool. That is very cool. What are Waste Management's top priorities in the community as a partner with our community?
It's really interesting, and it's something that people outside the company might not think about. You see our big green trucks and our Think Green logo, and being environmentally responsible is important, but our #1 priority is safety.
Yeah.
We have a lot of trucks, we're on the road, we want to make sure that as a community partner we are operating safely, and we're proud of the fact that even though we're the largest company in the industry, we've got the best safety program in the industry, so it's very important.
I don't think people have any idea what those drivers have to put up with on our residential streets in a vehicle that's handling tons and tons of material. It doesn't stop on a dime.
Can you imagine trying to get through Destin or 98 during the summer? But they do a great job. Those men and women and the mechanics who service the truck as well, they really, if you see them, tell them they're doing a good job, and they really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we're glad to be part of the community.
Yeah.
You know, that really is what we like, what we're most proud about, whether it's volunteering with organizations, United Way, or sponsoring a PAL soccer league, or sponsoring the Northwest Florida State College Golf Tournament. We love being a part of it. And thanks for having me.
Well, hey, thanks for having you guys. Your guys' footprints are all over our chamber and all over our community. Thank you very much for your sponsorship of the one of the many sponsorships that you do of the upcoming breakfast in March. And Brett, if folks wanted to get in touch with you for commercial needs or services, how would they do that?
Well, as I mentioned, the website is a great way, www.wm.com. And of course, our office is right here in Fort Walton Beach at Hill Avenue, or you can just drive by one of our dumpsters and look for our 1-800 number, and we'll be happy to help you out.
Brett, thank you very much, and thanks for all that Waste Management does for our community. Stay tuned. We have our March Business After Hours sponsor coming up, and you're going to want to hear what he has to say, so don't go anywhere.